Welcome back to Eurosport Cycling. My name's Josh Carlson. As you can see behind me, our Enduro mountain bike build of our Canyon Strive is coming together nicely. We've got a lot more components on our build now, our drivetrain, our brakes, and one of the best technology advancements in mountain biking, the dropper seat post. We're gonna dive in now and break it apart a little bit more for you guys as we move on. Let's get stuck into the business end of our build. Our brakes, one of the most important components of our Enduro mountain bike. They're up here on the handlebars. What are the brakes? They are a brake lever attached to a reservoir full of hydraulic oil. They go down a brake line to our caliper, which is attached to our front and rear wheels. Inside that caliper is 4 pistons. That hydraulic oil is forced from the brake lever down the brake line. It pushes on those pistons onto a set of brake pads. The brake pads then activate onto the front or rear rotor, and that is what stops and slows down our mountain biking as we're riding. From the brakes that slow and stop our bike down to the crankset, which moves and pedals our Enduro mountain bike. It's a single chain ring crankset. A lot of technology, narrow wide teeth, which means there is a large one and a skinny one that attaches to our chain specifically. Keep it in place, keep it safe. That's also nestled in amongst a chain guide, which guides the chain onto the chain ring, maintains its place on there when we get into the rough stuff when we're pedaling. Nice and simple, nice and clean. Previously, we've had 2 or 3 chain rings up the front. Now, our modern mountain bikes have evolved to only have 1 single chain ring in the front. From our single chain ring crankset, we move to the back of the bike for our rear derailleur, or commonly known as our rear mech. Bunch of technology in this rear mech back here. One in particular is the clutch. Now this clutch mechanism is this little lever just here on our rear derailleur. If you take this off and flick it forward, it helps you take the rear wheel out of the bike. It allows the derailleur to move freely. When you activate this clutch and click it back on, it removes that free feeling of the rear derailleur. It keeps your chain in place on your rear cassette, which we will get into at a later episode. Makes it nice and secure, nice, clean, smart gear changes. Our rear mech and rear derailleur is controlled by our shifter, which is located back up here on the handlebars underneath our brake. It has 2 paddles to go up and down the gears. One of the biggest advancements in mountain bike technology over the years has been the dropper seat post, a little lever attached to our handlebars here that controls the height of our seat. Now in the past, we've had rigid seat posts. They don't go anywhere. Now, with the push of a button, our seat goes up, which means we can climb back uphill efficiently and smoothly. And when we go back down, we can push that lever again, seat goes down, it's out of our way and allows us to descend freely with much more control and stability. As you can see, our mountain bike build is coming together nicely, so stay tuned for the next episode. For all things cycling, stay tuned to Eurosport Cycling on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and we will see you trackside.